This episode of the Community Workbench podcast is sponsored by yours truly, Matt Norn of Remax Bell Park. For all of your real estate needs, call me 860-428-6534. Your dreams are my job. Welcome to the Community Workbench. I'm Matt Norn. This is Kyle Morrissey. We are your hosts of the number one podcast in my basement. At the bench, we try to repair the sense of community. So every week we bring you small businesses, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and pretty much whoever we feel like having on. And today we feel like talking to Orchid Lilly Rose's owner, Kim Ballou. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Awesome. Kim, you're a reflexologist, Reiki Master, and an IET Practitioner. That's all you do, all of those.
Yes.
Wow. That's sounds like quite the education. Let's just get it out of the way. If you want to book an appointment, you can call 860-494-9760. And she's located in 554 Liberty Highway, Suite 8 in Putnam, Connecticut.
Correct.
Which is up by Heritage Pool and
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. So awesome. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
You're certainly welcome. What is a reflexologist?
So, a reflexologist, what we do is we work on reflex points, whether it's on feet, hands, or ears. So, when you look at your feet, you just see skin.
Yeah.
When I look at feet, I'm actually looking and seeing different body parts.
Okay.
So, as I touch certain areas on the feet,
Yeah.
it's correlating to an actual body part.
Oh, wow.
So, like, for example, the tip of your thumb is your brain.
Yeah, it would be that small for him.
Ba-dum-bum.
Oh,
So, as I'm working, I can find tissue change within the feet or the hands. And the point is for me to break that down. But it also tells me you have pain or issues going on in that reflex.
So I'm sorry. So if you touch a part of my thumb, will I feel it in my brain?
Yeah. I mean, you can. Absolutely. There's times people will feel like a tingling sensation while I'm working.
Okay.
Everybody's different. But what end up happening is your body goes into homeostasis state. So your body actually is allowed to heal
Oh, wow.
and relax.
Yeah.
So say you're a person with a lot of stress and you hold your stress in your shoulders. After a session, you probably find that your shoulders are feeling better.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
so what's the release point for your shoulders? Your
Yep.
shoulders? Oh, it's in your hand?
So on your feet or
Oh.
hands, this area here is the shoulder point.
Okay.
So on your hand or on your feet, the inner is your spine.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So from your neck all the way down.
Okay.
wow.
Yes.
So you could work individual parts of the.
Right. So with doing it, you have over 7,000 nerves just in your feet alone. So you're getting nerves, you're getting organs, everything basically through a reflexology session.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a whole body thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a mind, body, and spirit because you're able to relax. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people will end up falling asleep and they're like, I think I fell asleep. It's like, that's okay. That's part of the process.
Yeah. So is this like hour-long sessions, 40-minute sessions?
So,
Like-
yep. So I do an hour long of just reflexology. We do the herbal foot soaks. With the herbal foot soaks, you'll soak for a little bit. And then at the end of that, you'll get about 30 minutes for reflexology.
Depending on what you choose to have.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. And so, what's like the educational background for something like we can start with reflexology. I'm pretty sure you had to do a lot of different qualifications, right, for each of these
Yes,
credentials.
so
you have to get.
every one of them is different. So
Yeah.
with the reflexology, you have to complete a minimum of 200 hours.
Wow.
That includes your class hours. Includes a written and practical exam, and then it also includes in and out of class hands-on training. So after you complete everything, you'll also then have to go out and work on people, take notes, and you know track their improvement,
Okay.
and then do a thesis basically on
Oh
how it
wow.
all went.
And do you have to work under somebody as well? Is it like an apprenticeship type of thing, or
Um, I did, but not everybody has to.
okay,
And then the next step of that is you can go be ARCB certified.
okay,
ARCB is the American Reflexology Certification Board.
wow,
Um, and with that, they require continuing education.
yeah,
Not everybody does the ARCB, but most of us all do continuing ed.
okay.
So, and another aspect of that is we have our own associations.
Your own association,
Yeah, so
where like you pay into,
yep.
and that.
So for me, I'm actually the secretary for the Reflexology Association of Connecticut.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so it's all of Connecticut.
So yeah, so
Your
Connecticut,
association.
yeah. So
Okay.
I'm the secretary for Connecticut. I'm a member for Rhode Island. So Rhode Island has Reflexology Association of Rhode Island, and then we also have RAW, which is Reflexology Association of America.
Wow.
Yes.
Raw spelled RAA.
Yeah.
Okay, so and how long ago did you start that process of becoming a reflexologist?
I started that in 2023, January of 2023, and then I completed my coursework in May, and then I had to do the hands-on.
Wow. And so like what made you want to get into this field, or what did you do before, and then like what led to this?
Um, Actually, a crazy story. I had lost a family member,
Oh, sorry to hear
and was talking to a girlfriend of mine, and she's the one that started with getting me into the Reiki.
that. Okay.
So I had started my Reiki training in 2020,
Yeah.
and then COVID hit.
Hey, you're not allowed to touch anybody. Yeah, that's what I
Right.
do.
Can't be near anyone.
Mm.
So I had to wait some time, and so she and I had talked again, and she's like, I really think you should try the reflexology. She's like, it's less schooling than going to be an acupressure, doing acupressure or anything like that, but I think you'd be really good at it. So it took me a good year to find somebody. So I finally found a woman in Rhode Island that did the training
For Reiki.
for the reflexology.
Reflexology. Okay.
Um, with the Reiki, she had recommended somebody in Rhode Island.
Okay.
I had gone to a woman named Gladys. I started out with IET.
Okay, what's IET?
So IET is integrated energy therapy, and what that is we're working with the angels, and we work on a cellular memory level. So with that, what you're doing is you're actually it's hands-on, but you're calling in the angels to help guide to the area that's needed. And it's simply just hands underneath, slightly pushing up and then releasing.
While somebody's sitting on their back,
Laying
laying
on
their
the table.
laying on the table on their
Yeah.
back, and your hands are under them.
Yep. And so what it does is it goes on into that cellular memory level, and it helps to release trapped emotions of trauma or any kind of negative energy that stores within the body.
Wow.
Yes.
And you call in the angels.
Yes.
Is just unknown other energies of the universe kind of thing,
So,
or spirits?
right. So, Archangel Michael, he and I happen to have a really good relationship where he's often around me. But yeah, Raphael, Cassiel, there's a few others that pertain specifically to that modality that come in to help
Heal
heal.
as healers.
Yes,
Wow, that's so. Is there like specific training for that?
there
Calling them
is.
in.
There is. So that was a 2 day, so 16 hours, 2 day training that I had done. Um, and it's just, it's going in and again, you're hands on, but you're pulling out energy as well to remove that negativity.
Oh wow.
But and what it does is it can help you learn what your life purpose is
Okay.
as, you're healing
For you or the person on
for
the
the person
table?
on the table.
Person on the table.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like I said, I had gone to Gladys and had my first session. By the end of it, I'm like, "You have a Reiki training coming up." She's like, "I have one more class open." She's like, "I was going to post it after our session." I'm like, "You're sold already." So, that week, I did my first class
Oh wow.
for that, which again was a long day. It was like 9 until 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're learning the process of.
Is there a certain, I don't know, is there like a setup to the room? Is it all mind control, or is it certain hymns, certain.
So it's a setup of the room. It's a combination of things. It's mind, body, spirit. Doing the
Yeah.
reflexology. I mean the Reiki. Um, I do a lightly dimmed room. I have a heating pad on. Um, but what ends up happening is as I'm placing my hands. You ever touch TV
Yeah.
and you feel that static?
Yeah.
My hands feel like that when I'm working doing the Reiki.
Wow.
So other people will feel sensations, and some people will see colors.
Yeah.
It's crazy because there's times where I actually feel what the client is feeling. So, like, I had a client last week. She's a hairdresser, and so hairdresser, arms always like this, right?
Yeah.
I could feel from her neck going down to her shoulder the pain she was feeling.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're in pain doing this.
Yes. Sometimes, but once I tell the client or communicate with the client, it goes away.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've had my share of crazy
Wow.
stories.
Have you had it like hit you when they walk in?
Not so much when they walk in. It's normally once we get in tune. So basically, what it is I'm pulling energy from the universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming through me and it's going into the client. So basically, I'm just like a
Conductor.
conductor.
Yeah.
But basically, the energy is almost like one, and that's what allows me to feel what they're feeling.
Wow. Huh. People must have huge emotional responses to this
Oh yes,
when the relief or
yeah,
release of pain or whatever.
right.
So
Again, like I said, it's mental, it's emotional, and it's physical. So
yeah.
you know, there's people that will have an emotional release. There's people that will find relief in pain, and then
And even so, I don't mean any disrespect, but does anyone hear voices of these angels? Like, do they talk?
so everybody's different, and
Okay.
it all
I didn't know if
depends.
you had heard or if they said somebody spoke to me. Because when you, like, the purpose, if you come up with your life purpose, like, do you see that through images? Do you
Right.
hear something?
So everybody's different. Some people will see colors while doing a Reiki session, which is your chakras. So they're seeing the colors of the chakras. And that can kind of give an idea as to where it's working and what needs to be worked on.
Pardon me for being ignorant. What's a chakra? I don't.
So it's energy levels.
Oh, okay.
So there's 7 main chakras. You have your crown chakra, you have your third eye, you have your throat, your heart, you have the solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. And every one of those are connected to body and emotions.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay. And that's what part of your schooling is, learning about all those.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you're basically tapping into those in
yeah.
that sense. Huh.
But I like I said, I've had some crazy experiences. I had a lady at one point that was a medium, and when
She was a medium.
she was medium,
Oh, okay.
and when I would work with her, her experiences were heightened.
Okay.
So at one point, she could communicate with her mom. She could communicate with her dad, but she could never communicate with them together until she worked with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, again, like I said, I'm like connected. So I would feel her dad present in our sessions.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It really is. I mean, a lot of people think it's nuts and crazy, and I get that if you don't understand.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of tangibility that society seems to demand nowadays, but
Right.
you know, it's all about to go out the window with AI anyway. So
Right. So, but there's just, like I said, I could go on about experiences and things that have happened. I've even in a reflexology session, and I'm knuckling down somebody's foot, and somebody I know on the other side has come through.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's the energy, and whether you're alive or not, energy is still energy.
Yeah.
So it's still able to communicate.
Have you ever? So in that, have you when you were, I don't know, seeing the person on the other side? Did you talk to them? Did you make contact?
So it came through. The person told me. So it's weird. What will happen is almost like tunnel vision. So it's like when they come through, it's like their vision is here, and I'm kind of like looking through them. And that particular person told me their name to let me know that it was them and that they were there.
Wow.
And then that they had made a joke about what I was doing and how that they could do it or whatever. But yeah, I've like I said, I've had many different experiences, and it's just really awesome.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, your clients must feel so connected to you after a breakthrough like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. So like, I don't know. Let's just go back to something simple. Like, what are your hours? What's your schedule like?
So Sundays and Mondays right now I'm closed. I'll try to accommodate somebody on a Monday in a morning or afternoon if I can. But I'm Tuesday through Saturday for the most part.
Okay.
No,
Do you work alone, or do you have somebody else in there with you?
so I do have somebody else in there, but they don't do what I do. They do spray tans.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so
Okay.
we have sunflower tan lines that does spray tans.
Oh, okay. So somebody has a room there that they rent from you or whatever. Oh, cool. Very cool. I forgot what I was going to ask you. Oh, so what would you say you have is the most popular among all your clients, or do they kind of come and do it all?
It's kind of
Mix.
a mixture.
Yeah.
Biggest thing right now is a lot of people don't know what reflexology is.
Yep.
I
Ev-
didn't.
Yep.
So a lot of people are like, "Oh, you mean a foot rub?" No, it's not a foot rub, because when you're doing a foot rub, you're just kind of,
Like,
Yeah.
rubbing. You're not. There's no
massaging.
intent. There's no.
Right.
Yeah.
Where with the reflexology, you're actually working different areas, and you know where you're working.
Right. And you're saying that you're feeling or you're doing it to heal different parts of the body. It's not just
Correct.
my feet are sore,
Right.
rub them down, Do you find that people are trying to have communication with others or their soul or when they come to you, or is it still just kind of like healing and then there's like a bonus,
It's
added bonus?
kind of more like, yeah,
Yeah.
like an added bonus. Because not everybody's experience is going to be the same.
Right, right. Do you consider yourself a medium at this point?
I don't, but I guess I kind of am.
Gotcha. The I didn't really hear your hours, but like, how long have you been at this location, 554 Liberty Highway, Suite 8?
We're coming up on a year next month.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next month, that's like our anniversary.
November.
November's our anniversary. So, for being
The Community Workbench podcast, yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
anniversary.
Did you get a little insecure, Kyle?
Just want to be clear.
So have you had anybody like completely change careers after
No,
figuring
not
things
really.
out?
Like I said, for me, I did. I was a school custodian for Killingly for 7 years prior
Oh,
to
okay.
this,
Oh wow.
and I just needed something different.
Yeah. And kind of found your calling
Right.
in this. And so that's the IET. Like, what do I don't think we talked about that. Like, how did you learn that? The
Yep. So that again was Gladys. I had gone to see Gladys.
and that's part of the Reiki training
It's
as well. No,
separate.
it's totally separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then now, what's the herbal foot soaks like? Is that do you have your own herbal garden and you
No.
uh,
So what I do is I get local. If I can get local, I'll get local. Otherwise, I'll order from online.
yeah,
But it's different herbs. Sometimes it's not even herbs. It's just the matter of salts. So I
salts,
use
minerals.
Epsom salt, Dead Sea salt, Himalayan salt. Use a black Hawaiian salt, which is actually in our Dead Sea salt.
Oh, okay.
And each one is different. So whether it's for specific healing or for smells, but every one of them is different. But
Yeah,
baseline and reason for the foot soaks is one, it helps with circulation. It helps with relaxation. So I have some clients that will come in just to read a book.
Oh,
Yeah. And kind of there.
while they're soaking their feet.
Soak their feet, read their book, just
Yeah.
kind of their space
that.
away.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Do you like sell these things as well? Like
I sure do.
the herbal soaps?
I actually, speaking of, have one for both of you. So,
cool.
yes,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Are they different?
They are different. So,
Oh, okay.
that's our Dead Sea, and then that one there is our orange.
So this is like layered.
Right.
Really cool. So is that like a
That's the Hawaiian, black Hawaiian
yeah,
sea
and then
salt.
the one above it would
That's
be
Dead Sea salt,
And
and then that one's Epsom salt.
Epsom salt. And then for one, is this one
That
soak?
would be one soak.
One soak. Okay, wow. That's a hearty water. And is it like the warm water dissolves this and then
Yes.
now is this also something that'll draw toxins out? Because I've like
Yes.
seen that. I never knew if that was real or not, but I've seen advertisement for certain foot soak to like
Right.
the water comes out dirty. Like,
Yeah.
happens a lot.
So you won't so much get the dirty water. I think you're talking more about the ionic
oh, is
bath
that what it
one.
is?
But ours here do the same thing. It will help remove the toxins. Again, relaxation, tension, stress. So there's a lot of benefits. Will help with dead skin on the feet, removing it. But yeah, so like I said, we do the foot soaks with the reflexology on them as well. This month, right now, we actually are doing a special as we're celebrating World Reflexology Week at the end of this month.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So for the month of September, any service with reflexology, whether it's an hour-long reflexology session or one of our herbal foot soaks that includes the reflexology, it's $5 off.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Nice. And they can call you at 860-494-9760.
That's correct.
Is there booking online? Is there like an online?
Yes, there is. And they can go right to our Facebook page and
Oh,
find
okay.
our website there as well.
And what do you know the website?
Yes, it's going to be orchid-lilly-rose.com.
Nice. And you can just find that on Facebook as well.
Right.
So, what are your aspirations, I guess? Is there any employees working with you currently or partners?
No, just me. I do have a spray tan artist in that
Oh,
runs
okay.
a space in the area in my space. I mean, I'd definitely be open to having other healers come in. I do have a room and space that is available for that.
Nice. So you would rent more and then eventually grow with more healers
Right.
and whatnot. Maybe you'll find somebody that you do it just like your story.
Right.
Have a Reiki and they'll find their purposes to heal as well.
Right.
Nice. Is there like, do you find that you're in a good spot or would you rather be more near Main Street or is it working out good?
So I like the location because it's not in the middle of traffic and
Yeah. It's
Too-
not
too
as stressful
busy.
to get to you.
right.
Yeah, you have parking.
Right. We have parking, which is great. And
Awesome.
it's easy because
Yeah.
we're right off of 44. So you're at 44 and 21.
Yeah. Do you now you're next door to Moon
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. Do you use their products?
I do.
Nice.
So,
That
yes.
is so cool.
Yeah.
We can collaborate and have two local businesses thriving off of
Each other. Yep.
each other and doing a collaboration. That's great. Because they do the herbs? Is that what? So like when you do these,
Yep.
this is like your mix. You're doing these,
Correct.
making those, and then with an herbal thing, be the same thing.
Right. So like that one there has oranges and hibiscus in it.
Oh, okay.
So
So what's the difference? Is each one have an intended purpose?
that one there is Dead Sea is for dead skin cells to kind of help release. That one there will do the same, but the aromas are different.
Okay.
Okay.
And then like for someone who has back problems, is there like a different concoction for that or?
Honestly, with the,
Probably need reflexology.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know if that was like a thing like you would aim and make a concoction for certain things, but it's all pretty much just to get them in the zone of
correct.
relaxing, detoxing. Okay. Now we'll do some work. on
Right.
that. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense because like even when you see a chiropractor, don't they massage you first? I've never seen one, but I was told that like don't they
Some do.
massage you ahead
Some
of
will.
time? before
Some
you-
have like massage therapists that will, if you're getting your neck worked on or whatever, they'll loosen you up. But some don't. Some just go right at it.
Go right ahead. Okay.
I prefer the one that massages you and then.
Relax, warm you up.
But you know,
Do you get referrals from doctors? Is that
I don't currently. I do have reflexologists in Connecticut that do.
oh, okay.
okay?
More out on the west side, but
Yeah.
yes.
Is that part of like? Would you be so? Do you
Would I be open to it? Absolutely.
well, the other thing is like the like insurance is like. Have you kind of gone into that world and seen like what it would take to be able to take insurance, or do you already take insurance?
So I don't right now. It's something we're still kind of working on. We do have our own taxonomy code, which is what you would need to be able to do the insurance. So I am a national provider. I have a national provider identification number.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I've tried the process, but right now, as it stands, some insurances will do a refund. So, like I would do with the invoice with my number on it, you could put it into your insurance, and they would do a reimbursement
of the
of
because they're
the
paying
service.
you right away,
Right.
which I think is kind of the way I've talked to others, even like a regular GP and stuff. Sometimes they're chasing the insurance to get paid for a while.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it takes like a month to get $50. You know,
Right,
like,
right.
which is crazy. So I think it's better that you would get the money and then they would just put in for the reimbursement or whatever is
Right.
covered. Even if it's a partial or something.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I do wonder if certain insurances would make you go get a referral from like your GP and kind of like act like you as a specialist.
Yeah.
But at least getting anything in the door of, you say a foot, but like getting even just your pinky toe in the door
Right.
of that world to like, I really think like that big divide between Western medicine and natural healing or natural medicine is like, they need to come together.
They do.
We need like hybrid hospitals, hybrid,
Right. And that's the crazy part because you do have hospitals that offer the reflexology and the Reiki.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So a lot of oncology departments for cancer patients
Oh,
actually
okay.
have staff that do that for
okay.
whether it's staff or volunteers
Yeah.
that provide those services. So clearly there is a need for it in the medical field. So they just you need to work to kind of get that a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm totally going to misquote this, but I've read articles where stress leads to cancer or can cause cancer with like heightened cortisol. Like if you always have heightened cortisol levels, it's really bad for your health.
Right.
So, having stress relief as kind of like a thing that you do, whether it's you doing it at home or you're going to a reflexologist like yourself to relieve that stress, is probably a much healthier lifestyle than
Absolutely.
not releasing it.
Right. Right.
Well done.
But there's a lot of studies around that, like of what stress can do to even a mother carrying a baby. The stress can have an impact on the
Absolutely.
baby's thing. Like that was a big thing even when I was having kids 14 years ago.
So even
How about you, Kyle?
well, even with that whole stress aspect that you were just speaking of, with reflexology can help with the whole IVF field.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there are reflex points for that. So helping to relax and heal the body
Yeah.
naturally when you're going through such a stressful period,
Right.
the reflexology can help that whole process.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense because there's been cases where couples or mothers are so worked up they can't get pregnant.
Right.
And then they say, go relax. Don't, change your plan a little bit and make it a little less pressure on yourself to have a baby. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
baby comes along. Or they go to the other option of like adopting, they adopt, and then all of a sudden now they can have a baby again.
Right.
Or
Because that
Fine.
whole stress has
that
come down.
stress relief.
Right.
That's there's hundreds of stories like that, and I know it's anecdotal, but I just feel like there's enough where
Right. I'm hoping that right now we have a husband and wife in New Mexico working with the University of New Mexico and the University of Minnesota. They're Barbara and Kevin Kutz. It's Kunz. And they're doing an fMRI study. So what they did is they worked with this doctor, Dr. Posse, and they had a person go in the fMRI machine and they scanned the brain. So they're scanning the brain while this person's in there and they're holding points on the feet
Oh, okay.
while their brain is being scanned. So they show the image of what it is without having your foot touched and what it is with your foot being touched.
so when you get touched, it lights up the brain
Right.
and they see it.
So Dr. Posse was like, it lit up like a Christmas tree.
It's like hard, tangible evidence.
Correct. So now they're in the process of going through 8,000 scans.
Oh wow.
So they're like working on that final stage of reading the actual scans, so that they have the scientific proof
Mm.
of how reflexology is actually helping people.
Wow. That's awesome.
It really
That's
is.
like a huge step forward with all of the just the natural
Right,
health world. So
right.
that's great.
And I think I'm thinking that once they have the full results, that it will help that whole medical entwine.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many issues right now with Western medicine and insurance always going up, and
Right.
people across the nation being less healthy versus you know how much it costs to get them healthy and
Right.
all of that. And now, like something like this would be a huge benefit in trying to find that balance of
Yeah.
making people healthy, but at a less cost.
Right.
That kind of thing. So, well, that's really awesome. That's really cool that you're so into it. So you said you're the secretary of the
Reflexology Association of Connecticut.
yeah. So what's that like with that position? How did you get into that? Is that an elected position? Is it
So my teacher actually had gotten me into it while I was doing school. um, so with the association, we work on getting legislation, bringing in additional education. Um, so like right now, we have a safe harbor in Connecticut. So like Connecticut and Rhode Island are different. Rhode Island is like basically an open energy field work you can provide there. Here, we're under a safe harbor, and there really isn't too much to that right now. So right now, we're trying to work on getting. Um, sorry.
like a certification?
Well, not so much the certification, but we're trying to get legislation to understand like we're not massage.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So like
So like they're trying to get your category
right,
fully established in
right.
Connecticut.
So although we've been doing it here for over 50 years,
Wow.
you know, they're trying to mush us in with massage, but we
Mm.
have, like I was saying, our own associations. We have our own certification board.
Yeah.
Um, so we're working on that right now, putting together letters and information about what we do and how we are separate. So
Gotcha. And so being the secretary, that's must be quite a bit of work.
well, yeah, so,
Ti-
we have meetings, different meetings, whether it's our annual meetings for, sorry, I keep hitting the mic.
That's okay.
Everybody talks with their hands. It's all
Right.
good.
Whether it's our meetings just for ourselves, our meetings with our board members, um, our members, or a legislation meeting. So I take all the notes. I, do all our communications for our Facebook,
Oh wow.
doing our meeting minutes, getting that out, and then any educational opportunities that we have for us, I get those out as well. So it's a little bit of a work.
Yeah. Is it like so? I'm a committee chair for Troop 44, and
Okay.
it's I would say it's a couple of hours a week on average. Yours is
It kind of depends,
yeah.
like I'll do like a newsletter, kind of giving over, like I said, this month we have World Reflexology Week,
Yeah.
which is the 22nd to the 28th. So, like, I just recently did a newsletter for that, and letting people know, like, yesterday in Rhode Island, they actually had a reflexology festival
Oh
Oh,
wow.
at
okay.
Casey Farm down in North Kingstown or Saunderstown.
I'm sorry. So if it's a festival, is that like a lot of closed tents where people go in and get reflexology done, or
No,
is
so
it
they
like you're
actually had
more
a. I wasn't
promoting?
there. I had to work yesterday, so I couldn't make it. But they had a large tent, and I think they had, from the picture I had seen, maybe 10 reflexologists. Some had tables, some had zero gravity chairs,
Okay,
and
makes sense.
they all worked on People.
Just
Oh,
giving
okay.
people
Y-
that
y-
walking in
Right.
like 10,
So
15 minutes of what they do.
yeah, so about I think they were doing 20-minute sessions
Oh,
for like a
nice.
small fee, which I do offer that as well. I do have like a trial offer, and it's like 25 or $35
Yeah.
for like a half hour.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So it's not the same as a full hour doing the half hour. You kind of get an idea of, but the full benefits is better with an hour.
So when you do like a reflexology, let's say an hour long session, does do you do Reiki stuff as well during that?
I do. If you're open and receptive of it, I do. So there's a great point on the feet. Even in a Reiki session, I'll do it. So right here in the center of your hand, as well as your feet, is your solar plexus, and again, that's kind of going back to chakras.
Yeah.
But through that point, me putting my thumb there and pressing in it, I can send the Reiki. And
That's okay.
what will happen is people actually feel it come up their legs all the way up.
Wow.
Oh, well.
Okay.
So
And are you doing both feet at the same time?
I am.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I've had people feel like they're levitating.
Really?
One of the other things too with the reflexology, you kind of get to, not everybody, but you get to a point where you're not asleep and you're not awake.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Almost like a meditative state.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which people love. It
Yeah.
is one of the greatest feelings. So
Huh. Wow. Do have you ever like looked into the idea of meditation? Have you done it?
So I do offer a past life regression, which is a meditation.
Well, so you're already teaching meditation as well.
Not so much teaching it, but it's a process.
Okay.
I do some workshops where I will offer like a meditation, whether it's a regular meditation or a Reiki based meditation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the past life regression, like I said, is a meditation. You're in a dark and lit room. Generally, I have people in the zero gravity chair for that, and I'm reading a script, and it's getting you to that meditation state, and that meditation state can bring you back.
Do you think meditation and hypnosis are one and the same? Close?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like self hypnosis is almost possible
Oh
when
gosh,
you're meditating.
definitely.
That's so interesting. I don't know why I find all that so fascinating.
It honestly is, but I think that, like I said, some of my experiences, that's part of it. Like you know, things that I've seen, things that I've experienced, comes from that.
I'm sure you help people grieve, but do people come to you specifically because they're grieving?
Um, I have had people in the past, yes.
Yeah.
But again, everybody comes for different reasons.
Yeah.
Some people aren't aware of what I do and how it affects, or, the benefits of. So,
Most of the time, it's usually like a sore body part, muscle,
yeah,
something,
absolutely.
pulled a muscle, that kind of thing.
Right.
And that's awesome. I would also like to just add right now that we are drinking, or I am drinking, Fully Stoked coffee. They have energized a number of podcasts and will be energizing many more.
I like the cups.
Yes. Thanks to Jeff. He provided these when he came on. Jeff Goodnow, the coffee roaster himself of Fully Stoked. Yeah, he's doing some awesome work there with coffee.
Awesome.
Which is probably the opposite of what you do. He caffeinates people, you relax them.
Right. I do, however, love my coffee. So,
Yeah. That's a good question. So, like, when someone is in more pain, or I don't know, getting more done in a session, does it tire you out more?
it depends on what it is and what's going on.
Yeah.
So sometimes, for the most part, what I do, I have to ground myself to kind of
So
not.
you're like barefoot on the ground.
Right,
ground.
right. So I have different things that I can do to help me ground, so that I'm not having that experience where it's draining me, because it's not intended to drain you.
Okay.
Does it happen? Absolutely.
Oh, I would imagine first couple of sessions for anybody would be just at very least mind blowing.
Yes.
Right.
Right, right,
And then, yeah, just to wrap your mind around it would be tiring.
right.
You know?
Right, because you're not, if you haven't experienced it, you don't know what you're experiencing. Like I was saying, that in between state, people will be like, I think I fell asleep, but I don't know if I was asleep.
I feel like I remember.
Right, right.
So that's great. I mean, is there like a set amount of sessions that somebody, I'm sure everybody's different, but like a pulled muscle, is there like, do we have like, all right, you're going to have to come every week? Is that something that you decide or they decide like, oh, you're going to need to come here twice a week because this is that bad, that kind of thing?
So we recommend to have it weekly when you're first starting out, for the first 6 to 8 weeks, to help you heal. I personally tell people it's what works for you. After you've experienced it, you'll know when you're ready.
Okay.
So I do every December for the past 2 years now. This will be our third year offering it in memory of a friend of ours that had passed away. I give out three free sessions to three first responders.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So I actually just had one of ours from last year just come back, and she was like, I waited too long.
Yeah, speaking of stressed out people,
Right.
first responders, veterans, that type of thing, this would be huge for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is I tell people, although your mind's not thinking about it, your body is holding it.
Okay.
So if
That
you
makes sense.
have a lot of stress, things going on, and who doesn't have stress, right?
Right, right.
But even trauma from whatever event you've had in your life,
Yeah.
your mind might not be thinking about it, but your body is holding it. So all the services that I do help to relieve that.
Wow. I wonder if the Quiet Corner peer support group would be something
You
you
could
could
partner with
So
them.
I
partner with
do
them.
follow them on Facebook, and I'd
And
be
Hope?
very, very happy to work with them for
That's,
sure.
that's awesome. Yeah, they're doing some great work, and
Yes.
Kevin just came out with his second book. I'm not even done his first one. I'm close. That's no surprise for me, though. But yeah, the stress relief, because that's what post-traumatic stress is. It's
Correct.
a large amount of stress.
Yeah.
So that would be really something to see how all that could fit together for people.
Right. So again, it kind of goes back to the whole, your mind's not thinking about it, your body's holding it, and going through the reflexology, your body gets to relax, it gets to release and not think about anything. And at the end, some people are tired, some people find their energy levels increased.
Yeah. Okay.
So it all depends on where your body is.
Yeah. Huh. It's really interesting. What are there any other like qualifications or credentials you are seeking out besides maintaining what you have?
So even with what I have, as a reflexologist, I'm always looking at additional. So I did my 250 hours. There's a minimum requirement of 200 to be a reflexologist. I
Yeah.
did 250. But since then, I've also gone ear certified. So there's, again, points on your ears
For reflex.
that work with the reflexes. So your ears are actually like an upside down fetus.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And what happens there when you pinch it? Do you push on it?
Yeah. So it's not always pinching, but it like kind of sometimes it's pinching, sometimes it's just holding certain points. I find it great for people with anxiety. So sometimes even in a Reiki session, I'll ask somebody because, again, I can feel what they're
Something will
feeling. So
happen.
my head
Yeah.
will kind of go like all around the room. And I'm like, oh, this person's anxious. So I'll ask if I can touch their ears. And there's certain areas and points that I can touch or hold and bring that anxiety down, which kind of helps me be able to get through the rest of the process.
Wow. Sorry about my phone.
Oh, good.
I thought I had silenced it before. Um, the so the idea of like when you're working on the ears, it's ears, hands, and feet.
Correct.
And there's a different certification for ears, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, and you've gotten that.
Yep.
Is this? You mentioned like acupuncture before. Is that like
It's very similar to,
okay?
yeah.
And is it almost like you're using your fingers where somebody would be using a pin or a needle for
Yes.
acupuncture? So why is that? That seems like a way different tool. You know what I mean? Between
Right.
like, why would the acupuncture be that when they can just do it with their hands?
Um, I don't know the exact reason. I don't know if it's because they can pinpoint a little bit more, especially in the ears. The areas are so small. Um, but I mean, there's so many different. There's your main, like this area here,
Yeah.
that here,
Yeah.
pushing that is 0.0 for
Okay.
us. And that's like a main kind of help relax. But even like the highest point of your ear, if you hold the highest point of your ear, if you have allergies. So basically, if somebody that had been stung by a bee, they just had the EpiPen, they're waiting for the rescue. The highest point of the ear, if they hold that point there, can help them like hold off
Oh,
the
Oh, it's part of the like it's relaxing
Right.
the immune system because like an anaphylactic
Right.
thing is the immune system's attacking it,
Correct.
and now you're basically making it relax a little.
Right.
Huh.
So they just there's so many different things that it can do and help and benefit.
Is that so? Would acupuncture be like a good partner for you, like to have somebody in that extra room?
Yeah.
Is that
I mean,
kind of a thing?
yeah, that could absolutely.
What would you say is the best path for someone that would want to be a healer like you? Like, what would they start with, and maybe what path they would take?
I mean, everybody's different, so I mean, it depends on what they're looking for. Um, I definitely highly recommend the reflexology. We don't have enough reflexologists that are certified, so
Oh, wow.
that's definitely something I would
That's
start
a
with.
good start, and then
Yeah.
then maybe get into Reiki and IET.
Right.
Gotcha. Huh. That's pretty cool. Um, do you have any big events coming up? Like you were talking about the festival.
Yeah.
Is there anything else like that coming up that you want to
Um,
plug or talk about?
nothing else right now.
Yeah.
For that aspect, like I said, they just had the event there in Rhode Island yesterday.
Oh wow. And so Connecticut's basically not as far along as Rhode Island is in this world.
Yeah, so a big part of the problem is Rhode Island's so small.
That little town of Rhode Island.
Right? So it's easier for their association and everybody to meet up. We're here in Connecticut, we're so big. It could be a 2.5 hour ride from one end of the state to the
Right.
other. So when you're trying to get people together, it can be tough.
Gotcha. We're still online.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! We had trouble. For those who don't know, we had trouble shooting the commercial, so that might be a little different this week. It might just be me holding my phone up in between busyness of life. I don't know if we'll have the split screen this week for the next ones. When would you say like a therapist might be better to be referring you? Like somebody who's in like a therapy session and like that
Absolutely.
would probably be like I would think like somebody that knows that somebody's stressed out and like they're having trouble
Yep.
because not everybody can express it with words, especially right away.
Correct.
And then to like be referred by counselor
Mm-hmm.
to you and okay, we'll come back next week after you have your session
Yes.
with you. That would be kind of because a lot of it seems to be more mental
Right.
than anything else. Even though yes, most people will be like, "Oh, my neck hurts. I got to go see the Reiki."
Correct. Correct. But yeah, no, absolutely. Because even with that, there's techniques that I'd be able to show or teach the person that they wouldn't get in counseling.
Yeah,
Whether it's teaching them how to ground or other things to
So
kind of
there's
help them.
there's quite a few at-home things that people can do
Absolutely.
after seeing you. Now, does that decrease your ongoing future business to teach them?
No, no, not really.
Leave? So, do you actually teach people like where to touch on their ears, where to touch on their feet, or is that something that they really can't do?
No, I mean, feet, most people can't do. The ears, like I said, showed you guys the allergy point that you can hold. Something like that, I'll teach them, but it's still not going to be the same.
Yeah,
I mean, it helps, it works, but
yeah.
it's not the same as the full experience.
And I was thinking, like, because I've had physical therapy on both shoulders and parts of my chest and the whole bit. So, when the insurance says, "Hey, you should be healed by now," and you're not, they give you homework.
Right, right, right.
So,
So it's same basics.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do certain things, and I honestly can't wait. I think I'm going to do this tonight. This foot soak.
Good.
I usually give stuff like this to the, wife and daughter, but
Yeah.
I did tweak my lower back over a week ago now, so kind of, anxious to see what happens.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Try and massage or try and soak the feet and see what happens.
And again, that's one of those things where, I can work on that whole thing just on your feet or your hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I can kind of pinpoint to what area.
So, if somebody with like, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but like an antisocial disorder where they don't like being touched, this might be better for them because you're only touching certain points. It's not like
Right.
A massage.
a full massage, like a full body massage.
Yes.
You don't really have to do that.
Right. So that is that, and the fact that all that comes off is your socks and your shoes. You stay fully dressed.
Yeah.
It's just your socks and your shoes that come off. So if you're uncomfortable with the whole aspect of not having clothes on in front of somebody you don't know,
Right.
that you don't have to worry about because
Yeah.
that's not the experience.
Right.
It's funny because I find a lot of people like, I'm ticklish. My feet are ticklish. I'm very ticklish. I find that those are the people that need it the most.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why would that be? The ticklish part? Is that like they're
Again,
not used to being touched? So
It could be. It could be a matter of that. It could be a matter of a bad experience.
okay.
I mean, many people have been held down by siblings and been tickled. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be, again, a trauma response where they don't like their feet being touched.
Yeah.
But I do. Oftentimes, they're the ones that fall asleep.
Yeah. So you really get more out of them almost.
Yeah.
Like because they're in such need of it.
Correct.
Wow. It's pretty cool. Do you feel like hot spots on like parts that need repair? Is that
So what we do is we look at the full foot. We look for color changes, for calluses. Calluses in different areas can kind of tell us what body part or what area something's going on. Peeling of the feet can be an emotional, means somebody's like shedding emotional stuff,
Oh.
releasing.
that's good, right?
Yes,
Okay. So peeling feet is sometimes good.
yes, yes,
Oh,
because it means somebody's going through, like I said, an emotional release. And like this is your past, this is current. So like if I'm finding something here, I'm finding something that it was a past pain or whatever. If I'm finding it here, it's something you're currently dealing with.
For right hand and left hand.
Yeah,
Same with right foot, left foot.
yeah, yep.
Oh wow.
But what will happen is I'll find tissue change. We don't like to use the word, but I'll go ahead and use the word crunchies.
I guess I don't know what that means.
So as I'm thumb walking, I'll find like actual tissue change. Like it almost feels like bumps, basically. And what that is it's uric acid buildup.
Okay.
So the point is for me to break that down. As I break that down, it releases the toxins.
Is that like a knot in your back?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So like when you're working, when the massage therapist works a knot out,
Right.
you're kind of doing the same,
Same
thing
thing.
at the feet.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. More tangible evidence of how it works.
Right, right.
This is good.
So again, it does. The reflexology helps with circulation, blood pressure, balancing, bringing it back to a normal.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things is drinking water after
Yeah.
to kind of help release the toxins.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, flushing the system.
Right.
That kind of thing. Huh. Is there like like if somebody's open to it, is there anything they should do before a session with you? Like drink lots of water or
Yeah,
anything like that?
drinking water definitely.
Yeah.
Is one of the biggest things we recommend.
Can you tell the difference when someone's hydrated versus not hydrated when they come in?
Yeah, their feet kind of tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, basically you're kind of reading the feet, whether it's, how the feet are. Are they dry? Are there a lot of wrinkles? There's so many different aspects to.
Do so people's feet can change over multiple appointments. So like they'll go from dry to like moist or hydrated or healthy. Like
So even just from the beginning of your session, from like if I took a picture of your feet before I even touched them, and then I took a picture of your feet after I touched them, you'll find and see a difference between the start and the end.
like color, texture, all of that stuff.
All of it.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is there anything else that like I feel like I'm like kind of ignorant, so I don't really know always what to ask. Is there anything else that like I should be asking you?
No. I think you're asking great questions,
So did you grow up in Rhode Island? Is that why?
I did.
And so that more of why you came from learning from Rhode Island. But
Always
you also
go back
said
to your roots.
Right.
Go back to your roots.
Right. So yeah, I grew up in Rhode Island, and then my girlfriend that had done the recommendations and stuff, she also is from Rhode Island, so that's why a lot of it came there. We do have reflexologist teachers here in Connecticut, but a lot of them are out more towards New York area.
Where money is.
Right. So it makes more sense to go to Rhode Island.
yeah, money, and I feel like sometimes there's more acceptance
Yes.
Oh yeah.
in.
Well, they're
like a
definitely
city
different clientele.
dynamic.
Yeah.
You seem like
A lot of people coming out of the city stressed, and there's a lot of like probably
yeah
massage studios, all kinds of natural healing stuff.
to more.
Yeah.
Right.
That is
But that
funny how
means more business for you out here.
Absolutely.
out in the deserts of
Yes. Yep.
healers.
So.
I thank you so much for kind of coming out. I definitely thank you for this
Yeah,
Dead
no
Sea.
problem.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank you
much.
for having me on here. I
Yeah,
appreciate
of
it.
course.
Really cool. It's just pretty setup, with the sticker with the orchid lily. And is there like a in the future? Are you like want to grow your own herbs? Is there like
I
part of
would
that?
love
Like,
to.
so is that like another education to become an herbalist?
Yeah, so I've done some schooling already for
Oh
doing
wow.
herbalists, and that's kind of so like I make my own salve. I
Hmm.
make an Arnica salve and I make a healer salve, which is great for pain.
The oil.
So it's oils, but I infuse them with the herbs.
Oh, okay.
So like I said, I try to do what I can local. I use Harvest Moon, or I use another farm that's in West Greenwich, Rhode Island. They have a shop in Providence, and I'll take a ride to Providence and go get herbs from there.
Yeah.
And then what I can't, I'll order. But I use the Arnica and I infuse it in the oils with a grapeseed oil and then like shea butter and coconut oil and stuff.
Okay.
But the Arnica is great for inflammation and pain.
Yeah.
Our healer salve has the Arnica in it and a few other herbs as well. And I have people that use it every day.
Wow. That's really cool. Um, I know of an herbalist that I think I'm gonna put you in contact with after this. I don't know how much she's wants to be publicized, so
Yeah,
but
absolutely. I
I
would
think
love
you
that.
guys would get along really well. So yeah, I'll give you her information
Okay,
and I'll give her a heads up. You know,
sounds good.
I'm due to call her anyway just to say hi. She we used to work together, so
Okay,
when, in her other career.
gotcha.
So, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, again, thank you for the enlightenment. And anytime we can help with anything here at the bench, just let us know because this is just hopefully this is just the beginning
Right.
of what you can do for people in the area as far as healing goes and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we good? Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. The Community Workbench family is promoting their Be the One campaign. It was started by the American Legion in efforts to stop veteran suicide. If you know a veteran, I'll also extend that to if you know a first responder, call them, be the one to check in on them. For more details, you can go to betheone.org. You can also seek out the Quiet Corner Peer Support Group, which is on Facebook, for local assistance and support of a lot of great resources for that. We really need to take care of our first responders, our military, our veterans. So give them a call and check on them. Saturday, September 20th, at 8:30 ish, we will be going. We'll be going live, having a coffee geek podcast with Two Dogs Coffee Cafe, their owner Gwillem, and Jordan Zach, the owner of Salute Cafe Bar Cart. They'll be here. They're basically combining their brands. Jordan's going to be using Gwillem's coffee. Plus, for some reason, we're just really into coffee and geeking out. So
For sure.
we're gonna be doing that on Saturday morning, the 20th. Jason Barano from North Star Mortgages, who's also kind of a coffee nerd like me. He'll be in Kyle's position.
I believe it's North Star Home Loans.
What did I say?
Mortgages. He's going to call you
Home
on
loans.
it.
Yeah,
If
I
he-
know.
if he
I
sees-
get that thing. So, sorry, Jason. I got your name right. So Jason from North Star will be here. I'm just gonna say North Star.
Safer.
Yeah, so we'll be here Saturday, and then we'll also be here on Monday at 6, September 22nd, when we interview Ben Wakely, owner operator of Wakely Builders. Kyle will be here back for that as well.
Hmm.
So thank you all. As always, buy local, hire local, dine local, volunteer local, donate local, get some Reiki done locally, and have great days.